I put my soul on it. More valuable than diamonds and gold on it. The gift of gab, but never told on us. Those that bow to this invisible code on these cold corners. Hard-headed, never listening when my mama tried to warn us. When the beef was upon us, we locked the block down to the point where the county police couldn't creep upon us. We been bodying shit ever since they killed Lil Tony. Love you, trust none is what Roscoe showed me. $1 million dope spot, it's hard to beef and get money. So we buried all the ops and got back to the money. My nails dirty, hands bloody, phone deposits all muddy. MCM stuff to the max, nigga, with all money.
And we touched down like the president. Yeah, yeah, got a bust down, call the president. Yeah, I can't even lie, man, I feel heaven sent. Ever since I put them down, I've been down ever since. Yeah, yeah, and we touched down like the president. Yeah, yeah, got a bust down, call it president. Yeah, I can't even lie, man, I feel heaven sent. Ever since I put them down, I've been down ever since. Yeah, 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 cold-blooded, he just in me, I was raised. I've been on stage, if I ever feel play. Had a flashback, I was riding down page. Wrote so many raps, I can't even find a page. So I wrote it on my hand, last off my head. Broke the code with my mans, last off with your head. I can't even lie, I've been talking to the dead. Since my cousin Creelo died, I ain't been taking my man. Bled tears on my eyes when my uncle got that time. 36 years, cause a nigga testified. Ain't no pressure now, cause you know that we gon' slide. But until then, you can catch us outside. And we touch down like the president. Yeah, yeah, got a bust down, call the president. Yeah, I can't even lie, man, I feel heaven sent. Ever since I put them down, I've been down ever since. Yeah, yeah, and we touch down like the president. Yeah, yeah, got a bust down, call it president. Yeah, I can't even lie, man, I feel heaven sent. Ever since I put them down, I've been down ever since. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello. What's up? It is your girl, Miss Kiwi, and I am definitely in the building with my co-host, Mrs. Mink, out of the ATL.
Yes, I don't know if you all can see me, but I can't see you. I see my city, my music.
Hey now.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to see you, though. We're going to see y'all.
And you got a wire, too.
Hey now.
You got an extension.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey now, Miss Mink, how you doing on this evening?
I'm doing wonderful, just wonderful. Blessed to be in the presence. Yes, most definitely.
All right now, y'all, we got a good show today. We kind of laid back today. We wasn't here on last week because we had a legacy family reunion from my deceased grandmother, Rosie Woodson. Rest in peace. But we had a blast, and we just gonna kick back and kind of recap on this weekend and, let y'all know that it is all about what? Family.
A-M-I-L-Y, most definitely.
Yeah, so why don't y'all tune in, call in 515-599-1687. We would love to hear about you and your family. The good, the bad, the ugly, and all in between. We all go through it, but at the end of the day, it's all about what? Family.
Yes. And this is such a great topic because, there is so much division in families now, and we're just allowing this division to come in, seep in, and just destroy families. So we have to get back to the basics, get back to the roots, get back to where it all started. Our ancestors fought hard for our family because of what it is that family had to go through, the different struggles that a lot of our ancestors had to go through in order to keep their families together. So that is something, the reason why it is that we fought really hard, and we'll get into that a little later, to make this happen for our family, because it was something that our grandmother lived for. I mean, she didn't play when it came to family.
No, she didn't. And, as an adult now, I understand why she was like she was, and in these times we really don't have grandmothers like that stand firm and what, they were taught and how they believe. And it's not really that we don't adjust with the time, but in these times we need that discipline because a lot of families, like the saying say, the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and a lot of us have allowed him to do that in our families. But we just want to share some good times with y'all on this tonight, and kick back and enjoy and call in and get in on the conversation.
Yes, most definitely. We want to hear from you all. I mean, because I know that there are special things that others do, within their family. But this weekend was just the epitome of just coming together, getting together, loving on each other, and all of that.
Well, so, hold on, Miss Meek. We already got a caller on the line. Let's see what they talk about.
All right.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Hello, caller.
Hi, how you doing? Happy birthday.
Oh, well, all right now, Shell. She said happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it is a blessed birthday. I have enjoyed, even though it just didn't do anything fabulous or whatever, I have enjoyed just being in the land of the living. God showed favor, mercy, and grace on me today because I was able to open these 55-year-old eyes and see another day.
You look good, girl. You look good, girl.
Hey, gone, girl. You deserve it.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you again, honey.
Yes. So, caller, what you have for us this evening? We are so glad that you have called in because our topic tonight is about legacy. It's all about family, bringing that family together and loving on each other.
Right. That's true.
Yes.
So anyway, so moving right along, we had we had done this so that a lot of the cousins that did not know each other could get to know each other, so that they can know who was the last 3 out of 9 children that are still here and still in the land of the living. So we got a chance to really be blessed because we have 3 old schools that my grandmother instilled so many good traits and blessings. And my grandmother was the type, she did not play. Like these kids of today, I don't know if they would have made it with her. I'm just being real, because baby, all that they be doing here, baby, she would have looked at you across the room and your soul would have been snatched. I ain't playing. I'm not playing.
Wait a minute, because I had one of the cousins laughing. I said, because when she stood up, when she came to the podium, you would, whatever you had in your mouth, you would have been trying to, if you was talking, you would have been shutting up. But she didn't have to say nothing, but go to the podium.
That's right. Most definitely. And that was all what it was about this weekend. We formed a dynamic committee of family members. We had our little ups and downs. We had our little fallouts, our little arguments, disagreements. But one thing about a strong bonded family is that you gonna push those disagreements to the side and you gonna make happen what it is that you are trying to make happen. And that's exactly what it is that we did. Whatever we came across, we talked it through. We might have had our disagreements, but we got it done. We got it done.
Right.
My grandmother was about getting it done. All that making excuses and, coming up with this, that, or the other. No, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening.
Cousin. What was it? All that foolishness.
All that, baby. She wasn't playing with that foolishness. You better not even came to her with no foolishness, because I'm going to tell you something. She going to sit you down. She going to talk to you, and then let me tell you this. She going to send you outside to get your own switch. And we used to always go get the smallest switch because we thought that was the one that was not going to hurt the worst. But at the end of the day, she would get that small switch and she would skin it down to that green part. So it really didn't matter if it was big or small, baby. You still was going to feel that. You know, and then after she whoop on you, baby, she gonna make you them big old caramel popcorn balls, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey, ain't that the truth? Wait a minute. I told Michelle the other day, I said, when you came for her around Christmas, even though it was her birthday, I had told my brother too. I said, hey, it didn't make no difference. You walked out there with a piece of bubble gum. Hey, yeah, you came out there with something, or you came out there with that caramel cake on your lips that you couldn't wait for the next year or the next holiday.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, and it was so many. Is that another caller?
Yes, but you know what, cousin Angie, we love that you called in. We appreciate it. We have another call on the line.
Okay.
So,
okay. Love y'all. Thank y'all.
Love you too.
Love you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Hello, caller. Are you still there? Am I calling her back? Okay. Well, caller, I'm sorry that we hung up on you, but if you would call back, then we would appreciate it.
Yes, most definitely, because we want to hear from you. Hey, whether it's family, because we sure hoping that we have a lot of our family members that's going to join in on this conversation and tell about all the excitement and what it is that they appreciated for last weekend, because it was all about family and the representation of our grandmother, Rosie Woodson's generation. So we had a blast. We had a real blast. Welcome in, Fast Lane.
Hey, what's the deal, y'all? What's happening?
All right. I think we have another caller on the line. Caller, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Somebody called me back.
Oh, well, you know what, cousin? That might have been me, baby. I was a little excited, but it's all right.
Okay.
Okay, then, cousin.
You,
thank you. I
okay.
appreciate you. Love you for calling in.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So, yes, honey, we was just talking, but we had a good time with Miss Angie. But, yeah, Fast Lane, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you, baby. We just recapping on the good time we had over the weekend with our family reunion. Just kind of sharing with the people and, you know, some of the good times. Hold on, we got a caller coming in.
Call from
Lorraine.
To accept, press 1.
Caller, can you hear us?
Yes.
Hello there. How are you, Queen?
Oh, I'm blessed.
And we are so happy that you called in this evening. And we just want to let the audience know that this is one of the queens of our grandmother, Rosie Woodson, her descendant, one of her descendants. And she's calling in this evening to kind of share some great knowledge and something that she enjoyed and gained. Just some cool little facts about our family.
And you know, our lines is blowing up today. But come on, Mother. How are you feeling on this evening?
Hello, Mother.
Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm blessed. And you know what? I enjoy the whole podcast of Why Not Say It.
Thank
because
you.
You always there's always something to grab from it, from you all subjects and stuff. And tonight you're talking about legacy, and I pray that in families that there is someone that will leave a legacy for our generation of today, because it's much needed.
Yes, it is.
See, and our mother left us a legacy, and I hope that there's something that this younger generation have gleaned from it, because it's very helpful in the raising of their children. Because this generation, if they don't get them under control, they're going to lose our young people that's going to grow up and be over this world today.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right, Mama. So what else you got for us?
Hello, Mother. Are you still here?
Yes, I'm still here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I just want to give you all some gold nuggets on about my mom.
Okay.
And the reason that we focus in on her, because she was a woman that had 9 children that she had to raise, and her husband had passed, so we were young kids. So she was left in trying to raise these 9 kids herself, and she was the 5th child in a family of 9 children, and she too was the mother of 9. She too had 9 children, slightly tall in stature, who wore many hats throughout her life. And when she was faced with adversities, she rose to the challenge to raise her children alone. And she worked jobs to do whatever it took. She did domestic work, and the employer that she was working for in his home, she helped him to open up a cleaner's, which she was an employee there for many years. And as time went on, we never suffered for anything. She kept her hands in God's hands to draw strength and to keep going. We were raised up short on money, but long on faith in God. But didn't give up. But she kept doing what it took. Her values and her morality, her teachings were firm, and that's what kept us together, but made us the men and women that we became today. Whether family or friends, she was always there and could be counted on. She gave all of herself and more for the need at hand. And she had a heart of gold and would give you her last. She was a woman loved by all and would give her all to whomever needed it. Her belief that she stood on was, you do it right because right will always follow you. And you know what? It worked. There was a young woman. She was a girl like we were, and she took her on as her goddaughter, and she loved her like she was one of her own. And she was pretty much kind of not raised up in our household, but she was around us all the time, Ophelia. And she's still in this world today, and we love her even more. Yeah. Every December 25th was a family celebration, which was my mother's birthday. And on that Christmas day of her birthday, she would have envelopes, which had $2 in them. And she gave each one of her grandchildren and great-grandchildren their little envelope because she wanted them to have something from her. Yeah. She didn't want her birthday to overshadow the Christmas holiday, so she wanted to make sure, because it was a celebration for her, she wanted to make sure that they got their little Christmas gifts too. She always thought of everybody else than herself. And when our mother had worked long enough, her boss didn't have a retirement plan for her. So we took upon ourselves as her adult children to provide for her financially, and we retired her out with whatever her need was until she departed this world. Not that she asked us to do it. My mother didn't even know that we were going to do this. But we felt that she deserved this because my mother always gave herself.
Yes, she did. So Mama,
she
tell me
did dinners for my brother. He worked for the car industry. He was off for 3 years, and we sold dinners, and she didn't miss a beat in paying his bills with those dinners that were sold to make sure that need that was there was met, and it was met too.
Yeah, wow. So tell me this.
There was a pastor that she was friends with, and he was kind of leery about starting a church. She was right there to help him start his church and everything that was needed in that church to carry a church on.
So, Mama, your son has a question.
Okay.
So tell me this. How old was y'all when your mother, she went out and she had daughters that did her and they was good with, doing her, and she went out and opened y'all a salon up or something like that?
That's right. And she did that. And you know what? We didn't have anybody to fix it up and all that. My mother got up in there because she always followed her dad. He was a carpenter, and she was right there trying to help him nail this and nail that. So whatever was needed to be done in that beauty shop that she could do, she did it. And I'm gonna tell you something. We had that beauty shop for years, from 1970 I'd say about 70, up until in the 80s, for years, and before we left and went to the brewery. But she was right there, and I'm telling you, we had a clientele too. My mother was right there. She was always there.
And what was the name of your beauty salon, Mother?
Sisters Clipping Style.
All right now.
What was it, Sisters?
Okay, she left us with a lasting legacy, expressed through her character, her wisdom, her cooking abilities, her teaching abilities, doing hair. And let me tell you something. These beauticians, I know they are really doing a fantastic job with the hair and all of this that they're doing. But my mother took a eating fork. See, whatever she had to do, she did it. She found a way to do it. And pressed one of my niece's hair that she was raising in our house. She pressed her hair with an eating fork.
And I can see that from that metal. I can see that putting it on that stove.
That's right. That's right.
I can see that.
That's crazy.
And she had so many other talents, but that lived on. And if you ever had doubt about who she was, we told our family, just take a look. Take a look within yourself to know that the fire that burns within you, that's a part of her. That's that DNA.
Amen. Yes.
The tradition she created in yesteryear will live on in a moment like this. So just remember, family, a people without the knowledge of their past, their history, their origin, and culture is like a tree without roots.
Ooh, yes.
So please, if you have an out with a family member, get it straight, because it's not worth carrying all of that. Because you know what, you become that prisoner to that mess that's going on. Let it go, and give it over to God. God is the one that ordained families. So there's power in families, and we have to remember that. We have to stay together as one. Like my mother always say, it's all about family. And that's what it is.
Yep.
It's all about family.
It is all about family. And she laid some strong foundations within all of her children that was passed on down to her, even from her mother. Mother, we really, really appreciate you giving us that opportunity and spreading that with us. I mean, you, Uncle Benny, Aunt Janie were instrumental in the reason why it is that we put this together to celebrate you all's heritage that was passed on from the legacy of Grandma. Yeah. Grandma was the epitome of everything that I can say a woman is, and hey, beyond. So yes, we
talking about
you.
Strength that not even comparing her trying to be a man, but she showed strength that the average man ain't even showed me. You know what I mean?
But the thing of it is, let me say this. And it's not taken away from the man itself, from any man that's raising children and all of that. Just all I can say is be that stand-up man and do what you have to do for those children that you had, and be the best that you can be to those children. It was the fact of it is, I think if we had a man in our family, then that my mother would have been his helpmate. Not that she was trying to overpower that man or overshadow him. It was just that he died, and we were small children. Died early. So she had to take on that and do what she had to do.
Exactly.
But when there's a man, a father of those children, do what you have to do. Do what you have to do and be that stand-up man for those children.
That's right.
Yes. Well, Mother Hemphill, we appreciate you for calling in. Yes, we do. Cousin Janae, if you get this, you can call back in. That was your Aunt Lorraine. She was just giving you all a little enlightenment on the good time that we had over the weekend and the legacy of our grandmother, Rosie Woodson. And we just enjoyed ourselves. And it's just a blessing that we were amongst the elder that we were amongst, because they're still in the land of the living. So give them their flowers while they're here. Don't give them to them once we all pass away. So you have to love on your people and enjoy your people, and let's get back to the roots where we started from. It's about family,
and that's what we have to do. That's exactly what we have to do. But podcast group, you all are doing a fantastic job, and I pray that God continue to enlarge your territory and continue to move you all forward with what you're doing, because you're doing a fantastic job. May God bless you, and I'm going to continue to watch the podcast.
All right, thank you. Love you. Enjoy your evening.
Love you all of you, all three of you. Okay.
Yes, we love you dearly.
Good night. Yes,
the queen has spoken.
Yes, most definitely.
It's a blessing to have a great woman that, she also has put down some major blessings and have blessed her family in a lot of ways. I've seen her, hey, she never rests. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Like when her older sisters was here, her younger sisters, whoever needed her, she's up and going. And I see so much of my grandmother in her. And I highly appreciate being a part of you. You know what I mean? Because that shows me that's the definition of it's all about family, because you put family before yourself 1,000 times, Mama, and we highly appreciate you.
Yes,
most definitely.
Yes, you know what? And that was something that I can honestly say. I don't know about other families, but I can honestly say that each one of my grandmother's children, my mother's siblings, had that strength of a bear. Lions, tigers, and bears. They fought hard. I mean, from the men to the women. And the women showed a lot of great strength. So this just goes to show how strong and the type of strength that my grandmother had, because it didn't skip any of her children. Everybody has their own struggles, but it didn't skip any of her children. All 9 of them had that strength of a bear.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Each one of them had their own personality and their own little thing about them, but at the end of the day, they didn't play about each other. And
that's right.
And they ain't play about their family.
They didn't.
They taught us. They instilled it in us. They ain't play with us either. You know what I mean?
That's
and I appreciate them. They showed us genuine love.
Yeah.
And we was raised among some strong, great people. And that was my grandmother's children, and she put it in them, and it showed. You know what I mean? Like from my aunties to my uncles. You know what I mean? Like they taught us how to struggle together. You know what I mean? My grandmother, she always had that place. Like no matter how hard things was, make your way over here. You're going to get something to eat. You're going to get some good home-cooked meals. You're going to get some good home-cooked desserts, too. She going to make desserts from scratch. The best popcorn, the best caramel you ever tasted. You know what I mean?
You're going to get them home-cooked whoopings, too.
Yeah, home-cooked whoopings. She'll send you on outside and get that switch. You come back in with an old raggedy one. She going to tap you up.
We got a call, and they've been trying to call in.
They must know about that switch. Tell them about that switch.
Yes. Hello, caller. How are you on this evening?
I am good. I am smiling from the phone. I'm watching you guys and listening in. I'm learning some things from Lorraine and Rosie.
Okay.
And I am so proud of you all.
Thank
and happy
you.
birthday, Michelle.
Thank you. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you. Yes. But cousin, how are you, love?
I am actually doing great, and I was listening at Lorraine, and you guys talk about Rosie, and I can definitely remember my dad had us actually visiting her, and then Helen them like almost every Sunday. We used to visit Rosie, and I just love my aunts, and the one thing that I really remember about her was when Larry, my husband, was in the Navy. He had gotten out, and then Rosie and Benny lived over on Riverview. And Larry had on his nice outfit, but then Rosie had a garden.
Yeah.
And she told Larry to go get these tomatoes or something out the garden. So Larry looked at me like, I'm not doing that in these clothes. And I gave him that look like, if you don't do what Rosie say, you won't have to answer to it. And so when I was listening at Lorraine, I think about how blessed we were to have our aunts, and she was like a great aunt because she was my grandmother's sister. But we had so much to be thankful for, and I'm so glad when my brother told me that you guys had gotten together last week, because we had just discussed recently about us with starting off with just our nieces and nephews, because families need to stay together, you know.
Yes.
And we know all of our families have grown and things like that, but we still need to get back to our roots.
Yes,
I think the world we live in now is more of like a microwave. Everything is like really fast and hairy. But when we came along, it wasn't like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I commend you all for whoever put it together. I saw Clifford showed us some pictures, and I'm just so proud of you all. And I didn't want to miss getting on to let you guys know how happy I am for you. I'll be listening more to you all. I've sent it to the boys so they can tune in.
Okay.
And I also wanted to make sure that I told my cousin happy birthday today. But I'm so proud of you guys. And I just thought back about it, Rosie, when I listened to Lorraine.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you, cousin.
You're welcome.
But you know what? Big Mama
And
instilled that in all of her kids. So, you know, even with your father, mother, so on and so forth, it was all instilled. So this is something that's been passed down to generation. And you know, our family, period. I don't care. Grandma, her sisters, her brothers, they were always close. They was always close. So yes, we most definitely have to make sure that we keep that kindle, that legacy going. And that's what we used to do. Get in the front, and hey, we would have some fun.
Yes, we did.
Pulling up. If it's a problem, she pulling up, and she got us in the car with us. We ain't want to do it. We got to go clean. We don't care who house it is. When she pulling up, she got people coming with her.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So
So that's we have to continue to that, and like I said, I'm glad that everything turned out fine, and just continue to do that, because of what we hear on the news doesn't have to be what we're about. It's more good things going on. They just don't get told.
Exactly.
And so with podcasts like you guys have, I've listened before where you've had the young people on. There are a lot of good kids out here. Again, we don't hear of that.
Exactly.
But I just want you, I don't want to hold you guys, but I do want to let all of you all know Lorraine's kids, that you guys, I love you guys, and you guys continue to keep up what you're doing.
Thank you. We love you too. We love you too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Really appreciate family support. That is just so amazing.
Shout out
to
because we highly appreciate y'all.
Yes.
It wouldn't be no us without y'all. You know what I mean?
Telling
we all to a chain, no matter how we want to see it.
Exactly. And on that note, some of the family call in and share with the people how a great time we had over the weekend. Tell about your grandma Aunt Liz, or your auntie Aunt Roro, or whoever who was your descendant that you represented. And in a minute, we're going to let you all know about the different colored T-shirts and the person that represented it.
Yes, most definitely. You know, so hey, honestly, why not just go ahead and get right on in it? Because I want to send a shout out to, and we'll get to the committee, but the companies that handled the T-shirts. Our T-shirts turned out amazing. As a matter of fact, Miss Kiwi, she is wearing one of the T-shirts. I have on one as well. And as she stated, we'll talk about the colors. But Miss Kiwi, and with your business, as well as Fast Lane 747 and your business, you all helped to create this legacy, our crest, our family crest is on our T-shirts. It was just awesome.
And you know what? I gotta give a shout out to my nephew Yasha, because Yasha always stay on point, and he always, anytime we send something his way, he start working on it. He come up with something, and we put our heads together, and we collectively agree on it, and then we move forward. So shout out to you, nephew, all the way down in Texas, and the age. Get his what is it? Canola. Look him up. Yeah, Cooler-nola, baby. The granola that you will never, ever, ever find again unless you reach out to him.
Yes. And I mean, it was just so amazing because when Mama passed out, the samples of his granola that I had purchased, then it was ones that didn't get a sample, and they was looking around for samples. They was trying to get those samples. So yes, most definitely
go to the website. He'll hook you up.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about the colors of the t-shirts. What motivated and drove that? What does our crest mean?
Well, on the crest we have my grandmother 9 siblings. That's what you see, the birthstones.
Not siblings, her descendants.
I'm sorry, her descendants. Her 9 descendants, and 2 of her children have the same stone. So, but you see their stones, and then on here you see 9 stars.
So the stones represent what though? You missed that part.
The stones represent her children birthstones.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
Yeah, her children birthstones. Okay. Then the 9 stars are each one of her children. That represents her 9 children. Okay. And then the R is for Rosie, which is her first name. Yes. The 1912 is the year she was born. Yeah. Then when you go into the elephant, I'm going to let Rod explain the elephant. And I'm going to let Miss Mink explain the dove.
Well, the elephants, it represents the strength, the load, how she carried that big load for her family. You know what I mean? Like, the elephant, they go a long distance with their family, and they don't move without their family moving with them. And you know what I mean? Like, she represented that. She carried a load for all of us. Everybody that's here. This lady fed and nurtured Joe Mama's mama and your daddy, and she made sure we all ate, you know what I mean? And she kept us all healthy. And if one of us was sick, she was that doctor. She whipped up some medicine that'll wake you up for days, you know what I mean? So she was everything, you know what I mean? And hey, that lady right there is amazing, and it's a blessing that she was a part of me. I was a part of her, and I'm thankful for my mother, because without her, it wouldn't be no us.
I'm telling you, yes. That's why we would just love for you all to call in, 515-599-1687. I mean, you ain't got to even tell me who you are if you don't want to do that, but this is all about family. This is just about sharing, caring, loving. It ain't no judgment. Hey, even if you want to talk about something about your family that, you don't have to be on here and tell your business. You could just call in, say something that you might reminisce that you and your family have enjoyed together. It ain't always got to be a sad song. We can have fun and enjoy each other. That's what family is about. And when I say we did that this weekend, I'm talking about we played tug of war. We played potato sack race. We did all the old school. Problems, no issues, nothing.
Had to put us out. We weren't ready to go after dark. We was in the building.
We just enjoyed and loved on each other.
Campgrounds. We tried to turn it into campgrounds. We wasn't ready to go.
Man, and that's what happens.
And it also represented a lot of strength. Like, if you don't know who you got around you, then you can't utilize the strength around you. You know what I mean? And we got a lot of strong family amongst us that we could build empires with. We got enough right within. That crest say a lot. We got a whole tribe right there on her stomach. Yep. You know what I mean? And we got to utilize that, because without y'all, it ain't no me. You know what I'm saying? And without me, it ain't no y'all. We need each other more than we know.
Mother's calling back in.
Okay.
Call from.
And when I say we did that this weekend.
To accept.
Mother?
Yes, I got one thing to say. When you were talking about the colors, did she explain the colors yet?
No.
And I'm going to tell you what came to my mind when I saw these colors.
About the dove too.
Can you give them a little bit of the rundown you gave the family, for those that wasn't listening, or maybe they was listening, they just didn't catch everything? You know
can you explain the crest? Explain the crest, Mother.
Okay, the crest. The crest. Wait a minute. And I'll tell you something else that came to my mind while you were talking. Yes.
What's she doing?
Okay. The colors, when you were talking about the colors, what I thought about, and I don't know if this is what you were going to say, but it reminded me of the rainbow. But there was a purpose for that rainbow. That rainbow was the agreement that God made with Noah. So there's a covenant that we have on us with those shirts. There's an agreement that we can say that we will always be family and stick together. Yes. That would be our covenant. Those colors of those. If they didn't understand what the colors meant, they can look at a rainbow, just a rainbow of colors, because there was a covenant that was made. So we're going to make a covenant on our T-shirt.
All right now. All right now.
So, Mama, what did the dove represent?
The dove was her belief in faith in God, and also peace. It represented peace and dependability, because that dove was sent out to find land, remember? So that's what happened. She was always dependable. She always had a peace about herself in things that she was trying to do, and especially when God had led her and she had gotten her answer.
Yes. Yes.
So what about the elephant? Can you give him a better rundown on the elephant?
You gave the best. You gave the best one, Ra. When you said great strength, head of the family, always there and close to the family, and was very clever. That's what the elephant was. There was power in that elephant, you know. And not saying that she didn't have some frailty in her life, being a woman, but, you know, God always was there to pull her through in spite of.
And you really wouldn't have never known it unless she told it, because she carried all her
to the end.
She carried all hers on her own. Like, she didn't
exactly.
lay it on nobody else, or she she carried it on her own. Like,
hey, she went before God in things that she, you know, needed an answer, and hey, she prayed on it and she got her answer, and that's why she said, if you do it right, right will always follow you.
Yep. Yes, most definitely. And we have her on our sleeve. We carry, we wear her on our sleeve.
I'm going to finish listening to the podcast, ladies and gents.
All right, Mother.
If you want to call back, call us back.
Okay.
I'm sure wisdom you got for us.
Mama, cousin Janae just called in, and she was just saying.
I heard her.
Okay, yeah.
I heard her.
Yeah, if
and
you got to call in and give some more knowledge to the family. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So I want to share our video. I just thought that it was this is a part of the fun that you heard Ra and Miss Kiwi call out that occurred this weekend. So I'm going to see, can you all see, where'd it go?
It was there. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so I don't know if you will be able to hear it, but this is the video.
Oh, that's the tug of war.
Yeah, that's the tug of war.
Wow, we broke the rope at the same time.
Yeah, it was so much strength on that rope to where it broke straight in the middle.
Literally.
And we all fell on both sides.
Literally. Wow.
But that's just the type of fun we was having as family. Like, we just really enjoyed and loved on each other. Like, and as you can see, there's different color T-shirts because each family represented a different color.
Each sibling.
Yeah, each sibling.
It's all one family. You know, like she said, it was rainbow of them, but it was all one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what that tug of war kind of represented too. You know what I mean? Like the strength within one. You know what I mean? That was a lot of power, both sides, to the point where it wasn't no big eyes and little U's. We both pulled, and we had some youngsters on one side and we had the OGs on the other side, and didn't neither one outpower each other. That let us know that we need each other. You know what I mean? We're links to a chain, like they said. Like this one wise man said. He said the elderly need to stay in tune with the youth because that's what keeps them going. You know, that's what keeps them alive. You know what I mean? They got to stay in tune with as the times change, we have to stay in tune. And the youth need to stay in tune with the elderly so they can get the wisdom. You know what I mean? Because if you don't know where you've been, you definitely ain't going to know where you're going.
Tabernacle.
You know?
Preach.
Yes, that is so good. So can you all still see my screen?
Yeah, we still can see it.
So these are some special photos that we took that was taken of our family. I mean, we had a park full.
Yes, we
did. It was over 150.
Yeah, it was probably 200.
Yeah, we had like and it might have been over 2.
Because the shirts was almost what? How many we had?
We had a total of like 200, almost close to 200.
200 shirts. So it had to be more than 200 people out there.
Yes, so and as Miss Kiwi and Fastlane stated, you see the different color shirts, and our mother came on and told us what that each color represented. So it was just amazing, and I just want to encourage as many people that or your family, gather your family before it's the end of time, because time is running out. So now is the time to get back to those roots, get back to that family, get your family, grab hold. Yes, most definitely.
And you know what, we all go through something, like we said at the beginning. We all go through something as family, as siblings, as cousins, uncles, the whole bit. But the thing of it is in these times, we are not promised the next 5 minutes. We can blink and black can be the last thing you see. Just let that sink in. So if you have time to love on your family, or if you have time to be that bigger person, be that bigger person. Because at the end of the day, you will be rewarded for that. And it ain't just about the reward either. It's just about making yourself feel better as a person that has grown from all that grudge holding over the years, or even the maybe last week. But it's just time to let it go.
Your birthday girl. Is that your birthday, sis?
It was.
Yeah.
And that was grandma and two of her sisters.
Looking Dougie.
We had a ball, I'm talking about a ball.
And we tried real hard to, get together when it is that we can. Yeah, those are the Beasleys.
Yes, we had a good time.
Oh, look at Mama. That's one of the queens that just called in.
Yes.
And that's another queen. She done passed on. And a
that's
king.
The brother. Yeah.
There's a queen and a king. Yes.
When I say we came from good stock, we actually have. And I thank God for each and every one of my mother's siblings, along definitely with my mother. Because I'm telling you, we came from a stern family. We all had our issues and our problems. But at the end of the day, my grandmother didn't play that. And, we had to work through it. Get back to the business and get it done.
That's right. Because as you heard my mother say, my grandmother helped people open businesses. That, and that's something that we talk about all the time, entrepreneurship. I mean, it's running through our blood. And I'm pretty sure it's running through other families' blood as well. It's how it is that you capitalize on it. My grandmother didn't let anything stop her from doing what it is that she wanted to do. And people relied on her. They relied on her to get things done. And she knew how to get it done, too. Most definitely.
Yeah. And she had the manpower to get it done. Because one thing about it was she didn't care what you was doing or what you had going on. She was coming to get you. Hold on, we got another caller.
Call from.
That's my rider right there. Hey, Liz, love you.
Yeah, I love you a long time. Hello, caller, can you hear us?
What's going on, my family?
Well, hello, family. Hello, family. How are you?
I am fine and blessed and loving the conversation. Happy birthday, Timmy.
Thank you. Thank
Look at
you.
the sister.
Thank
They
you.
dug in. What's
I'm
up,
loving the
cuz?
fact, yes, I am the descendant of Mr. Buddy James,
All right now, rest in peace, Aunt.
and I really love the fact of how we came together,
That's Uncle Lester.
and we have to acknowledge that we did it in such a short amount of time.
Yes.
So people have to know that
Wow. Who is that, Grandma?
this wasn't no years in the making. This took us like 5 or 6 months,
Yep. And we pulled it off.
and we did that.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Yes,
And
we
callers,
did.
And
you are
for
hearing from
just
our
to see my TCUs and just what has been instilled in us. Yes, we're strong. Yes,
Yep.
we have a backing to where no man shall fall behind,
That's right.
not up under anybody's watch.
Yep.
And Grandma made that known.
Yes, she
Yep.
did. Yes, she did.
And if we had to pull together and put a pot together, everybody eating, ain't nobody in the dark, and somebody gonna have a roof over their head.
Yep.
That's right.
That's so true. That's so,
That's so true.
That's
Most
And we
definitely.
got the chance to see each other in a different form of how we seen each other before. Because when those family reunions was going on, we was the youngsters in the park.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Now we're the elders in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm seasoned, baby. I don't
I
know, but I'm
know,
seasoned.
yeah,
Yeah, baby.
slow down
I'm
now.
seasoned. I don't
Slow
know
down.
about
You
what
moving
you
a little
talking
too
about.
fast
Hold
there,
on,
baby.
baby.
I
Miss
ain't
Key, we
just
ain't elder yet, baby. Don't rush
Chief.
it.
You call me
We are
Chief.
the
You call
elders,
me
ma'am.
Chief.
We are the grown and sexy ones.
Yeah, well,
Well, I'm
take
just say that.
Now
I'll
you
take that,
talking to me.
baby.
That I like. Now you talking to me.
You
Call
hear
me
me?
boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we talking about, baby.
Yeah, baby. You call me OG,
I
but you
mean
can call me
elder by age. I don't mean elder by age now. Let's not get it twisted. I mean elder by game.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
okay,
now you
baby.
talking to me, man.
Okay, baby.
Because
How
we're
was that?
seasoned.
Okay,
I-
well
we
then
know
break
what
it
you
down
talking
like that,
about,
baby. You
man. We
know
know
what I'm
what you
saying?
talking about,
But that's
pudding,
our
pudding.
cousin Pudding all the way
Yes,
from the
ma'am, man. We know
OKC.
you
Shout
long
out
time,
to
baby. We know you talking
Oklahoma,
to me.
all
We
the
just-
way down there, Oklahoma.
Cause you've been an elder
And we
since a
get
kid.
in with every function, baby.
Yes,
Hey, hey, Puddin', you been an elder since a kid, baby.
Baby, you
that.
heard me.
You
I
been,
was born into the elderly.
You was born by the river.
straight OG. You hear me?
Baby,
Yes,
my
yes,
daddy was 43, my mama was 36. Honey, I was born into this.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to
I
us.
did not know a cookout to where who was throwing it that didn't handle business.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
You come, you eat, be merry, you gonna laugh, you gonna have a good time.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yeah. And if you get out of pocket, you're going to get put right back in place and
You
go
gonna
ahead and
get
finish
put
having
right
fun.
back in it.
Most definitely that.
Real quick.
Real quick. And I'm going to tell you
And that was a
something else.
unit. It wasn't just one coming down
Oh,
on you.
baby, no.
Everybody going to check you.
Everybody
You know what I mean?
checking you. And I'm going to tell you something.
There go your daddy.
Yes.
there you go, right there.
Yes, Uncle Bubby.
And you
Look
know,
at the
Brother
three
James been
stooges.
playing.
What's
He
that?
has a beautiful smile you can see which passes through the family because Granny has a beautiful smile too.
Yes, he did. Oh, man.
Yes, he did.
Them some old school, man.
And Black don't crack.
Look at
As
Uncle
my cousin sitting over
Lester.
on her
That's
55th
Uncle
birthday to the family
Yeah. Man.
with her high cheekbones that Grandma
Look at
Rosie
her.
gave us.
Oh, man. Yes.
You
Yeah,
know
it
what?
was
This
pouring
is
through her
just so
spirit.
beautiful.
You couldn't
It
deny. You
is.
see them high cheekbones.
Look at
That's
that
high
baby.
they get. Look at
Oh,
it.
hey, baby,
man.
look at that. Oh, baby.
That's where we come from. You hear me? Look
Foxy
at
Brown
her.
don't got nothing on you, ain't baby, baby.
Oh, man. Miss you.
Yeah,
Just all
look
of
at
them
all
beautiful.
of them.
And then
Oh,
just
man.
look at that picture with all them together. You can see the sadness in each and every one of them. They personality spoke out through each one of them on that picture.
Yes. Man. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to tell y'all, it's just beautiful.
Right there.
Like, it's beautiful. Y'all just try it. Just call your people you ain't talked to in a while. And just try it. You know, say a prayer and believe that your prayer is going to be answered. And just try it. Because, you know, we not promised.
And it don't hurt.
And it don't. It don't.
We got to go back to loving each other for who they is. We got to quit putting title. Like, we look at people for what we want them to be instead of appreciating them for who they is. I am who I am.
Exactly.
See, that's how I love my Aunt Mabel. I love my Aunt Liz.
And that's where the unconditional come in at.
You know, all of my ATs, it didn't matter what. I never, ever really noticed what they did because I loved them so much. The energy they was putting out, it was so great that what they did couldn't compare. It didn't matter. You feel me? And that's what we got to get back to. When we went to Grandma's house, we put all our personal stuff to the side and we enjoyed everybody. Now, that was real fellowship to me because we enjoyed every moment till it was time for us to go to sleep. We ain't want to go to sleep, but we ain't want that switch either, so we're laying on down. You dig what I'm saying? We'll sleep back up when they go to sleep, but yeah, I really appreciate them times because that showed us what family was really about. You know what I mean? Because it didn't cost a dime. Well, it cost whoever was holding the house down, but it didn't matter. That wasn't even the number wasn't a problem.
But that wasn't even our concern. Because we didn't know what the struggle was. Because all we know that we had clothes on our back and our stomach was fed, and anybody that came around, they was fed too.
Real talk. Even your friends. You bring your friends
if
too,
your
they wouldn't even get
treated different. And they stayed longer than what you expected for them to stay, that wasn't your business. Exactly. You take your cousin in and you show him or her. Go ahead and show them back there what y'all do. Go take them back there and go play in the room.
Okay, because I'm going to tell you something. One thing about my grandmother, baby. You was not, as a kid, finna be around no grown folks.
No, you had to find your way.
Baby.
You gotta get on the bottom here.
That's like when I said, you take your cousin back there to that room, whatever y'all do, y'all go back there.
You think you had
right here?
Okay, you think you might have had a Mo Larry Carolyn smack, baby? I'm telling you,
baby,
you know what?
Hiccup.
hey, cuz, you know what? This I never forget. Grandma she'll tell you go get that switch in the calmest way, but she was so serious. When she tell you go get that switch, you know you better go get that switch. She wasn't playing it. She wasn't saying it twice
because she didn't threaten.
She wasn't gonna say it twice.
She told you to go get that,
you better go get that.
You did something that you got to learn. You gonna learn today?
Yes, ain't no pass. Nobody got a pass.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all kids of the day, I'm telling you, y'all got it easy. Because y'all ever heard that saying, she got eyes in the back of her head? Okay.
Let you roll yours.
Spirit. She had that real indigenous spirit. I remember me and my cousin told me
let you roll yours and you think she ain't looking.
Oh, she used to call us down every time. Like, she never missed a beat. We couldn't get nothing off around her. This lady was a real chick. She'll feel everything going on around her. She ain't got to see it. She felt it. I witnessed it. That lady was sitting in Mama living room one day. The lights was off. And me and Toby, we sneaking around doing something we ain't supposed to. I forgot who else was with us. And Grandma kept yelling back there, y'all better quit jumping back and forth off that dresser. One of y'all going to bust y'all head. And sure enough, right after she said it, I bust my head thinking she did hers.
Because that's what always happens. Because what? A hard head makes a soft behind,
baby.
Yeah, she always
said that.
And I told her, she fixed me back up, get me back together. You gave me everything I needed. But she was like, I told you, that hard head gonna make a soft ass.
That's what she always said.
She always taught us that. And that was real, though. We gonna learn.
Baby.
You gonna learn the hard way or the easy way.
You gonna learn today, baby. Yes,
and it's so much flavor in our family. I mean, oh my God, I'm just sitting here looking at the pictures, and it's just so much flavor. You know, who is that singing? Too much sauce. Yeah,
Ella May.
Wow, that's a good picture.
Yes. It's a lot of flavor and sauce.
And I love y'all, family. I love y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all
no more. We appreciate you all the time for being a listener, one that tunes in and call in. We sure appreciate you, baby.
Send a shout out to your loved ones for us. the loved ones that ain't here, man, like my Uncle Bubby or your brother that I love dearly. You know what I mean?
And I'm so glad. Let me say this before I get off. I'm so glad that Kim and Lisa, we were able to get in touch with y'all and y'all to be a part of this.
Yes, real talk.
That was a blessing, man.
Because he blessed all this. He blessed all this to make sure that we stay steadfast in order for the mission to be what it needed to be.
Yes, he did. Ma'am. He did. And it was a blessing because out of all 9 of my grandmother's children, all of each one of their families came and represented.
Yes, and we highly appreciate
yes,
y'all.
And we do. Shout out to all our family.
It's time for that tribe to come back together.
All our family. I love y'all. And I'm going to leave on this note. We might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this. We'll burn it down, you get us pissed. I love y'all.
Yeah,
love you too, cousin. Thank you.
You already know.
Baby. Always.
Yes, ma'am.
You know why not said is in the building. Yes. And you all stay tuned because we got another session going on. Yes. We live until 10. Call in. Share some of your family experiences. We love to hear it. 515-599-1687. You thought we was leaving? No, we still here. As a minute, we're going to take a little break and let the music play for a minute. And we're going to come right back while y'all enjoy these pictures of our family. It's all about family. It's all about family. We'll be back in a minute. We just gonna let you groove out to some music while the pictures play.
5:30. This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman. That's why you gotta make your own moves.
First you get the money. And then you get the power. Mix it all together. Now the whole world is ours. First you get the money. And then you get the power. Mix it all together. Now the whole world is ours. I say the whole world. First you get the money, then you get the power. You get out this game what you put in, so I'm investing every hour. Stack up $500,000, wash these dirty hands in the shower. We was broke until we put our hands on that powder. Racks on top of racks, now we connected. On that flower, stacked up $100,000 in 96 hours. On this road to riches, it's been a rocky road. Everybody hands was out, couldn't trust a soul. Backstabbers chasing my pot of gold. I won't stop till my vault filled with blocks of gold. Niggas breaking the codes, couldn't trust these hoes. She wasn't loving me, she was in love with the dough. Going all out for the power of the cash flow. Can't knock a motherfucker. Cash money.
I'm addicted to you. All the things that you do, when you do what you do. I'm addicted to you, baby, and I don't know what to do. I'm addicted to you, baby, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you. I'm addicted to you.
Type I always dream for. If I had you, it'd be greed. If I thought I need more, love your patience, free spirit, and ambitions for more. Understand I go hard, focused on a bigger score. You and I is what I take these risks for.
Don't wanna see you spend your whole life scrubbing floors. Rather see you sliding across marble floors. Been at peace ever since I found me a more. Make me wanna settle down, stop chasing whores. I'm hearing wedding bells, never felt like this before. You give me peace in the midst of war. Cause I'm addicted to you, baby, and you got me fiending for more.
I'm addicted to you. All the things that you do, when you do what you do. I'm addicted to you, baby, and I don't know what to do. I'm addicted to you, baby, cause I can't stop thinking of you. I'm addicted to you. All the things that you do, when you do what you do.
I'ma go get it no matter what it take. Federal time in the cage is what a nigga face. And my lawyer's on speed dial, already been paid. Bitch trippin' say she might be leaving any day. I got to go. I got to go. I'ma go. I'm out here.
Only phone or radio, only TV screen. When you leave, you alone. It's hard to be. Real with them, knowing they don't wanna see you. I come from the ghetto, my partner's me.
We out here.
Dedicated out the mud, keep my mind. I'm in the mud. Ooh, I'm on the ass. They put me last. I'm finna come first. Finna hit them worry hard.
Didn't choose this fast lane, it was part of my roots. Bells in grandma basement, bricks of Pablo stashed in the roof. Product of pure Dago, shooters on the roof. My uncle was Nino, other projects, young bishop with the juice. Love him to the death of me. I study his every move. Now I'm like Ghost with the powder. I'm like Tommy with the tool. The pressure we apply, it comes with the rules. Don't jump off the porch if you can't follow the clues. I follow masterminds like Prim Rogers, the real king of the loot. And if it's fuck him, may God bless you. Fast lane, fresh out the mud like worms and grassroots. Half a ticket in the Louis backpack when I pass through.
Been on the block for so long, they hate to see.
They hate it.
Only phone or radio, only TV screen. When you leave, you alone. It's hard to be. Real with them, knowing they don't wanna see you eat. I come from the ghetto, my father's me. Dedicated out the mud to feed my mama. Ooh, I'm on the ass, cause they put me last. I'm finna come first, finna hit them worry hard.
Rent due, babies need new shoes. Mama need a bigger house, it's time to move her out the loop. Time to find a better route, but hustling is all I do. Get into the bag, chasing revenue. It was all about the green till they made them big faces blue. I need a meal ticket by the end of 2022. With my Bonnie on my side, running up the bag too. Back pains, I've been pushing heavyweight around. Half a ticket in the Louis backpack, fuck waiting around. Dodging them unmarked cars, about to fuck up the town. Rest in peace, Mo 3. Real niggas gon' hold you down like Bootsy Badass, cause that nigga still holding you down.
For so long, they hate to see. They hate it. Only phone or radio, only TV screen. When you leave, you alone. It's hard to be. Real with them, knowing they don't wanna see you eat. I come from the ghetto, my partner's me. Every day. Dedicated out the mud to feed my mama. We out here. Ooh, I'm on the ass. Cause they put me last. I'm finna come first. Finna hit them worry hard.
Yeah. From St. Louis to the D. Fast lane 747. Rest in peace, Mo 3. Your soul shall live on, bro. You was one of them chosen ones. They can never stop you. Once we make history, it's already in the books, poppin'. Yeah.
for blessing this one for me.
Only for the radio.
Cause we still in the motherfucking ghetto.
When you leave, you alone.
Say moves to the D.
Real with them knowing they don't wanna see you eat. I come from the ghetto like my partner's meal. Had to get it out the mud to feed my mama meal. Ooh, I'm on this. Cause they put me last. I'm finna come first. Finna hear them worry her.
Back at it.
Back at it. Why Not City? Definitely in the building with my co-host, Fast Lane.
Fast Lane 747 and Miss Mink and the ATL shawty.
Yes, and we
so
are.
how's feeling down in the A for one?
You know what? It was feeling good down in the A. This birthday just blessed. Just blessed.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to
many
my
more to
sister
come.
ATL. It's her
Been a
birthday
long
today.
time coming.
Share Honey sent a birthday shout out to you.
Thank you, honey, for that birthday shout out. Thank you to everybody. I mean, my phone been blowing up all day.
You deserve it, Queen. You deserve it. You deserve it, honey. Yes, it is all about family, baby. That is what we are talking about. Happy birthday, honey. Today is your day.
Yes.
This your new year right here. This where your new year start right here. The day you was born.
Right. That's right. Yep. Yes. You are so right, Fast Lane, because every day it is that you're given the opportunity to open your eyes. That's a new day. It's a new beginning.
Yes,
God showed you grace and mercy. He didn't have to. So I am very thankful to him, most definitely, first and foremost.
All right now.
Like they say, every day you wait, that's that day that lets you know that's your first blessing for starters. And you know he ain't done with you yet.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? If ain't nothing else messing with you, you know God ain't done with you yet. Because he gave you life and he woke you. He breathed air into your lungs to get up and get out and get something again. You know what I mean?
Yep. One more chance.
So once my feet hit the ground running, I'm off to the races, baby.
Yes.
Yes. So, we have we're going to continue to have our family gatherings because we are doing exactly what it is that we are trying to encourage other families to do. Not saying that other families don't do it, but if it is that you are a family that is missing that opportunity to love on each other, forgive one another, get back to your roots of where it all began, because there are roots. It's just that you may not have tapped into it yet. So I challenge everyone, tap into those roots, tap into where it all began and see what you can bring from it, what you can get out of it.
Yes, church.
I lost you all. I see my city, my music, my city, my music.
Oh, we still here, baby. We're going to come back. Don't worry about it. Can you hear us? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. But what I do want to do is I do want to shout out to Justin, who provides everybody. He is providing a plethora.
Shout out to you, baby, Justin.
Yes,
shout out to you, baby.
Without you, it wouldn't be no us. You know what I mean? Why not say it, bro?
Look
We
at
highly
the
appreciate you, brother. For real, you know what I mean? You open up doors for us.
Hey.
I did that because I have a birthday twin that's one of his children.
All right now, let's give a shout. Hey, Justin, what's your baby's name? Who? Hey, shout out to Jasmine. Happy birthday from Why Not Say It. Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
How old is Jasmine? 13.
Yes.
Hey,
13 years
Jasmine.
older.
Enjoy, baby. Enjoy. Yes. Happy birthday, Jasmine. Hope you got everything you wanted for your birthday. Except for an attitude. We don't do attitudes. But happy birthday, love.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday to you again, Miss Mink.
Yes.
It's a blessing. Yes. It's always a blessing when you can share, not just with just loved ones, just people, period. When you can share you know, birthdays, holidays, just every day. You know what I'm saying?
Just good energy, period.
Exactly.
Just like, hey, keep your head up. Or enjoy
Yeah.
your day to day. You know, hey, sometimes when it's a stranger that walks up to you, they be like, you okay? You look like you got something on your mind. Why don't you have a good, no matter what, have a good day.
Exactly.
You know, and when somebody do that, it's like, wow, if at that moment, it instantly change your vibe. You know what I mean? And to be that person, that feels good. You know, and that's what I'm learning to do more. You know what I mean? It ain't just about me. So I try to be the example. You know, I try to treat people exactly how I want to be treated.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I really checks myself first. You know what I mean? So I learned to try to put out more positive energy. You know what I mean? I didn't put out a lot of negative energy. That's part of my journey. I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world because that's what made me the man I am. But the example, the purpose that's in me though, that's what makes me know that now it's time to set example and lead by a better example. Now you got to show us it's more to me than one side. We more than one side. We got to balance it out. And now I'm balancing it out by putting out more positive. You know what I mean? See, when I ain't know better, I ain't do better. Now I know better. And that's for those that know better. You know what I mean? Like, if you really know that, like, sometimes when people give you compliments and make you feel good, learn to give it more. You know what I mean? Like, what we expect, we need to put out more. So when you look at somebody and say, oh, you should be like this, or he ain't like this, or he doing too much, what part do you play, though? You know what I'm saying? Did you help him, or did you even try to give him some advice to do better for himself? You know what I mean? That's like we walk around and we watch people fail and then talk about it instead of helping them before they fall. You know what I mean? Give them a little guidance, or
even after they fail, help them,
pick them back up. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
To me, I'd rather be that person now. I'm that's in my heart. It gives me more joy to be able to help my people, because me helping myself, that can be easy, but it's a lonely ride. You know what I mean? But when you helping others, you feel good about it. Whether you ain't got to tell me you appreciate it. I appreciate being able to be in that position to help. Whether it was just some kind words. It ain't about money. Helping runs so deep. Just a positive note. Sending somebody off with a good note instead of giving them a bad note. You know what I mean? That could change their whole mindset.
Just a simple smile at somebody could change something for them. You know. Just a hug, you know, anything that, you know, you feel comfortable and that, you know, God placed on you, you know, because sometimes you got to think about this. Every bum you see on the street ain't a bum.
That's right.
Every dope fiend on the street that you see ain't a dope fiend. Every crackhead, and you can go on, the list can go on. Just remember, because you see them that way does not mean that's who they are. Yeah. See, God's seeing people in all type of disguises in different ways. See, he have to get attention of those people. So he have to put you in a place where you have already been and he delivered you from. Make that make sense. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you was once a dope fiend, he's going to take you and he's going to minister you out in where you came from. Because at that time, he's going to know that you know that you're strong enough to be put back into that situation.
And even those in those certain places, though, you know what I mean?
A prostitute.
Even a prostitute,
anything,
no matter what
whatever
position,
it may be.
No matter what position, he said he'll use all. He said, come as you are.
Yes.
He didn't say come cleaned up. He said, come as you are. You see what I'm saying? See, we tend to judge when really you don't know who he might send your way. That's why he said come as you are, because he gonna use that prostitute. She might say something to you and you would, only way you would have heard it, you had to be where that prostitute was at. You know what I'm saying? Or only way you would have heard it, you had to be where that dope fiend, whatever you call them, whatever titles.
Whatever it may be.
You never know. That's why he said be careful when you entertaining strangers, because you never know when you entertaining an angel. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't judge the messenger.
Yeah,
you gotta pay attention to the message. You see what I'm saying?
Say and that
that's
again.
What we
Say
gotta
that
realize.
part again,
you
because
can't
a lot
judge
of people
the messenger.
Yes.
You gotta pay attention to the message.
So break down the messenger.
See, well, the messenger, he's just a vessel. You see what I'm saying? Like, God used many. That's why I said whether it was a process, I done learned from all those titles. You feel me? Exactly. They have taught me, because you know why? Once I realized like he was everywhere with me, I couldn't run from him. Like they said, you can run 1,000,000 miles and you're gonna run right to him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I couldn't run from him. So no matter where I was at, he was right there with me. See, he told me that though. See, he said, I didn't tell you your life was gonna be easy. And I didn't tell you that I was gonna take you out the fire. I'm going to come sit in the fire with you. You see what I'm saying?
Church.
And that's when you going to know I was there. You feel me? So.
All right, preacher man. We got to, yes, mother. I got you on the line.
No, right before you all.
You already know, preacher man on the mic. You can't stop him.
Wait a minute. Right before you all sign off, Christy, let them know about the scholarship that was set up for the following next year.
We're going to let you let them know because we're here for a minute.
Right. We're going to allow our mother, once again, she's talking about the legacy of Rosie Woodson, the good time that we shared. So, mother,
the scholarship.
We're finna let you tell them about the scholarship.
Okay. Oh, I can put my what's your name up.
Okay. So, Shell, do you? Okay, come on.
I just wanted one of you all to announce that.
Okay, come on, Shell. Okay. Miss Meek is going to let you all know about the scholarship.
Yes. So, in honor of Rosie Woodson, the remaining descendants, which is my mother, Lorraine Hemphill, our uncle, Benny Beasley, and our aunt, Janie Howard, they have come together and they are offering a scholarship to our young people who are graduating from high school. So this scholarship was formed and is starting next year. But you have to write an essay about family. It's so easy. That's all we've been talking about is family. And you can find a lot of information if you just want to know what family is. But you have a lot of representation as well as experience. This weekend alone was experience with family. But the descendants are coming together to offer a $500 scholarship to our young women and men that are going to be graduating next year from high school. And this is something that we are going to continue on. We're going to, keep it going. We're going to keep it going. As a family, we want to give back to our youth. We want to encourage them to do bigger and better things. And it was so amazing when it was that they announced this at our family gathering in reference to that. That's what I'm talking about as far as legacy. I mean, you can't beat it. It is legacy in its true form.
Yes, it is. And the thing of it is that it takes hard work. It takes dedication. And as we have stated all night, if you caught the first segment, we are not perfect. We have our ups and downs. We go through our things. But what our grandmother and our grandfathers, because we were blessed not only to just have one grandmother, we actually was blessed to have 3 grandmothers. And when I say that each one of them brought so much to the table and was different, I thank God for all of them, because that's who made us who we are today, along with our mother. And I'm going to give a shout out to my father, rest easy, Pops.
Great man.
He instilled a lot of great things in us. You know, we have went through our good, our bad. I'm talking about not just my immediate, but our whole family. But one thing we always remember, that my grandma Rosie was about family. She was strictly about family. And when I say about family, I'm not saying that she didn't go outside of family, because my grandmother
had a whole bunch of
baby,
kids that was hers.
You would have thought that my grandmother had more than 9 children, or more than how many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. When I say my grandmother went beyond not just her family, she went beyond to other people's family that was not family, that we didn't know, the whole bit. So that's why I say you can find it in your heart to forgive, because you want forgiveness. And you can't ask for something that you're not willing to give. Man. So come on, you all. Call in, get in on this conversation. It's about family. It's about friends. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I got to shout out my sisters, but they really started off as my best friends, Dana and Steph. you would never know that we wasn't sisters. Like, and it was amazing because I didn't even know my blood sister knew Dana, and they had been friends. So that's how God always brings that circle back around. You know what I'm saying? It's about family, and family can extend out of your family.
And I'll even give you an example too, as far as to how blessed and what you draw, that energy that you attract. Because our mother, she has kids in every state almost. She got kids.
I didn't even get a chance to talk about her because I was going to let somebody else do it. Because people swear up and down we got 18, 19, 20 brothers. Yeah. Like, that's another thing I love. Mother, I'm going to give you your flowers while you're here, baby. I'm telling you.
She's one of the ones, she interacted with the block.
She interacted with
like,
people.
It could be 30 of us standing out there. She pulling up.
Yes, sir.
And she talking to us. By the time she walk away, everybody thinking different. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And when they see her hitting that corner, they get to pulling their pants.
Yeah, she didn't have no.
Come and talk to them, let them know, like, y'all need to get yourself together. You know what I mean? If I see you, somebody else see you. You know what I mean? She always instilled it, no matter where she went.
Exactly.
So everybody
That's right.
respected
She ain't gonna
her as
talk
that
about you
motherly
behind
love.
your back. She ain't gonna talk about you behind your back and call you all these names and all that stuff. She gonna tell you to your face so that you can get the message. It's all about love.
She got a lot of sons and a lot of daughters. Shout out to all of them. For real. I'm serious. Like, for real. It's not a person that I don't think she probably come encounter with that don't love her. Like, like we bragging on her because that's my mother and she's do that. But it's more to that because she goes beyond her family. Like, she is a virtuous woman. Yes.
Because she play that position.
She do.
She gonna feed anybody around before she feed herself. Now, how real is that?
I'm talking about you gonna get a full course meal. You gonna get the snacks in between. You gonna get dessert, baby. She gonna been a soda you to death, watered you to death, baby, and she gonna come right back around and give you some more snacks and some more desserts. You gonna be sick by the time.
Hey, if you want to gain some weight, you go right on. She gonna help you.
You say I don't want no more food.
Yes, most definitely.
But yes,
and but that's not making it up. That's real
talk.
We not. I'm a brag on all day.
And the food that's cooked with love. You know what I mean? That food, that real soul food that stick. You know what I mean? You know that they took time out to prepare that for you. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like she was giving. She ain't giving out no rush meals. She really put out like genuine love, energy behind her food where you're going to carry it and you're going to crave it and you're going to want it and you're going to have to come back again and again and again. And that's what my grandmother always did. You know what I mean? Like, she feeds you, she got you.
Exactly.
I don't care what she did. If she cussed you out, she still got you because you only know that you was out of pocket. You know what I mean? But she always, genuine love outweighs everything. You know what I mean? That's why they said love conquers everything, because when you getting real, genuine love, like, you carry it with you no matter where you go. Like, even if you wasn't ready for it, even if you didn't know how to receive it, you still carry it with you until you get to that point of understanding in your life and you look back and realize this person was showing me real love. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you got to go through them fake loves to understand the difference. You know what I mean? Then you realize, like, them ones that was really showing you genuine love, that unconditional love. They loved you for you no matter what. Even if you didn't know who you was, they knew who you was, and they showed you that because they loved you just for that.
And stop, stop trying to find perfection or thinking a person is perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. We all have imperfections. We all have done things that we might not talk about it, or we might be ashamed of. We might not be ashamed of. But we all have been there in some place. You feel me? So, we got to stop being so judgmental. We got to get back to, for real, being lovable people. Kind people. I know the world that we're living in right now don't offer none of that, but it seems like people gravitate more to the negativity, or they gravitate to what man have said it's supposed to be like, or what woman supposed to offer. Listen, find who you are, and when you find who you are, your path will already be laid for you. Because trust me,
absolutely,
if you have a relationship, and even if you don't, then you have to. You know, you got to believe in something, and I hope it ain't man, because I'm going to tell you something. Man ain't doing this. Man cannot put breath in your body. So my thing of it is that you have to love yourself in order to love somebody else. But once you find that, get to your families, get to your friends, and love on somebody outside of yourself. Come outside of your comfort zone. Stop being so wrapped up into you and start being wrapped up into other people. And you'll really find more peace in that, because you are your worst critic, and you can be a booger sometimes. So if you come away from that, love on somebody else sometimes. And try it. It works. I'm telling you.
That is so true. That is most definitely true. And like you said, once it is that, you know, you check yourself, then that's when it is that you can really start loving on somebody else. You know, it's a reason why a lot of people are always kind of like depressed or, you know, going through a lot of things. That's because you haven't come to the realization of look at me.
Mm-hmm. What part you played in that?
What part do I play in all of this? I need to fix me first. Because if you don't fix you, then you can't, you won't be able to fix nobody else and nothing else, and so on and so forth. And that's how a lot of families, you know, fall apart, is because each member of that family is so busy criticizing, looking at that other family member, wanting to put that other family member down, and so on and so forth, instead of, well, what did I do? What did I do to my family member? Admit it, and then talk to them. Communication is key for everything. Most definitely.
It is.
Like they always told us, the old school said, the pot can't call the kettle black.
Go black.
Like that on the skillet. What up? However it went, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which means we ain't got no room to talk about nobody. And the more you elevate consciously, you realize you got to spend this time on this earth correcting that person in the mirror, because it's so much within you, and so much, not even all about correcting, but finding out who you looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much in us that we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's things been passed down to us that we ain't got a clue. And we got so many gifts. We got so many purposes within us that we don't even have a clue where we going. So the more you tap into yourself, the more you're a better person for other people you around. You know what I mean? The more you learn how to love in a different way. You know what I mean? Where you learn how, the more you love yourself, you learn to appreciate people for who they is, because it's only one of us.
Exactly. Because
when twins ain't the same. They both still got a certain purpose within.
Exactly.
They might dress alike and do everything together, but he made two for a reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So everybody got a purpose, and we just got to help each other get there more. See, we lost our way when we started judging. He told us ain't none of us have no room to judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? You got to judge that man in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Smack yourself first.
That's the hardest
person
to
Check
judge.
Yourself first, because that's going to help you. You know what I mean? Not
Exactly.
even being a fool about it. I'm saying, really, I check myself on a daily, because steel sharpens steel. So I'm going to be my own steel sharpening myself if nobody else will, because you know when you out of pocket, and you know when you ain't doing what you need to do for yourself. And that's where I'm at with it, with even helping others. Start with yourself. I'm loving myself more, not in a selfish way, but a way that I was supposed to, because how can I love anything if I don't love myself? You know?
Exactly.
And that's right. I mean, you know, that's true. You know, they say sometimes they got, you know, that saying about you insane when it is that you talk to yourself. Call me insane, because I'm going to talk to myself. Now, where you may have a little bit of question is if it is I start answering myself back.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I talk to myself and answer myself, because when I'm looking in the mirror, me and her at war sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't gonna lie, she don't want to act right all the time, so I have to check her. And in checking her, then we talking back with, you know, back and forth. So you know what? My crazy might not be your crazy. And everybody else is crazy. We all got a little crazy in us. You feel what I'm saying? So when you get to calling names or pointing fingers, just remember, it's always them rest of them fingers. It's only one pointing at that person. The rest of them pointing back at you. You feel what I'm saying? So that goes back to checking the person in the mirror. Stop just loving on you, because when God put breath in your body, it was not just for you, because if that was the case, he would have put you on an island by yourself and you wouldn't even have to worry about that. He put people together for a reason. So to make the best of it. I'm telling you, y'all better pay attention to what's going on in this world. And I'm going to tell you, before it's over, and this ain't no disrespect to the Mexicans, but it is what it is, because the truth ain't never needed no support. Before it's all over, we all going to be living like these Mexicans if people don't start back loving on each other, getting families back together, because the devil have destroyed so many, and we are so divided. And it's almost as if people have just gave in to what the devil had set up for us. And not saying that everything is of the devil.
But he played a major part. That's his position. And you got to respect it. That's his position. And the thing is, what we got to know is, it started with a divide thing, you know what I mean? And he said, I'm going to divide the people from knowing who they is, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because when you don't know who you is, you ain't got a clue where you come from, for one. And you don't know what's in you, you know what I mean? When you don't know who you is, you know what I mean? And that was a major part. He disconnected us from who we was. So we don't know what our ancestors is trying to tell us. We ain't picking up on the right vibrations because we don't have a clue. We looking all the way over here when they was right here with us, you know what I'm saying? They telling us like y'all are those ones. Like he said, many are called, few are chosen. And the ones that are the chosen ones don't know who they is. You know what I mean? They was the ones who was detached from their tribes. They don't know that. They don't have a clue. You know what I mean? And in order to find ourselves, we got to tap back into what's in us, because the DNA never changed. It's in us. Right. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand why we get in church and we get the worshiping and we get the praising and we praise dancing and all that, because we was those tribal people that did that. When them drums get the going and all that, because that's how we prayed and that's how we worship. You know what I mean? We turn on that music and we get going, because that's when our spirit is connected with the physical. You know what I mean? So we got to know who we is. We don't understand why when we drinking liquor and that fire water, well, once our ancestors, they banned it from us, because it didn't, like, that's why they call it spirits. It affected our spirit. You know what I mean?
Okay, we got a caller from St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's see what we got
Call
here.
from Bree. To accept, press 1.
All right, caller, how you doing this evening?
Hey. I just want to tell Miss Meek happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hey, who is this?
Happy birthday.
Oh.
Is that Milani, mommy?
Queen B. Eva the Diva, Queen B, and Bree.
Okay.
Well, hello, family. That is my daughter and my grandbaby. Shout out to them. They calling in, giving they tea to bug us. Shout out.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you, Bella and Milani, for my strawberry.
Strawberries.
What she say?
Hi, Uncle.
What's up, Bella, baby? What up, Milani? Uncle love y'all.
Y'all gonna say hello,
We just left y'all.
Hi, girls. What y'all up to?
What's up, boo? Hello.
Nothing. So y'all calling in to get on our topic, huh? Tell us a little bit about your family. What do you think about your family? One at a time. Bella or Milani go first, but both of y'all will get a chance to tell us a little bit about your family.
About my family, I think it's about love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, and goodness, and graciousness, and self-control.
All right, now, go on, Bell. All right, honey. Okay, before we let Lala get on the line, Bella, tell us one thing that you enjoyed doing with your family over the weekend of the family reunion.
Seeing everybody and just having fun.
All right, Miss Lala, tell us about your family. Milani?
Love my family.
You love your family?
Yeah.
So tell me one thing that you enjoyed about being with your family over the family reunion weekend.
I enjoy having fun.
Did you really have fun? Did you hop in that sack too? Did you do the sack race?
Did you do the sack race?
As a matter of fact, she was a winner.
What?
She was the winner.
What?
Yep,
Are
she was
you
the
kidding
winner.
me?
Yeah,
that was the little kid that was mad too when they was doing the tug of war.
Yeah.
She didn't want to lose. She was ready to go again.
Yeah, she's a sore loser, but yeah, she won the potato sack race.
Shout out to Merlin.
She was hopping like a bunny. Yeah, she was gone, baby. Them little legs was gone, baby. She won though. Yeah.
Shout out to the winner of the sack race.
Yeah.
Winner. Yes, she was.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we were just calling in to say happy birthday, and we enjoyed the weekend. Seeing all our loved ones and everybody coming together.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout
Thank
out.
you.
We love
Thank
you
you.
too.
We love you too,
So,
daughter.
all right, y'all have a good night.
All right, you too. Good night, grandbabies. Love
Good
y'all.
night, babies. Love you too. Love you long time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes. Shout out to all our supporters. We appreciate y'all. We might not stress it enough, but we appreciate each and every one of y'all who've been riding from day one with us. And I wish y'all keep riding with us. I pray y'all keep riding with us because we going to another level. And we're going to make it happen, and we're going to take everybody with us. Nobody left behind. Why not say it? This is where you're going to be able to say it.
That's right.
So if it's on your mind, speak your mind. Your voice can be heard. If you ain't never spoke your mind, you could call in and disguise your voice. You could just speak your mind.
Speak your mind.
If you want to call in and make a prank call and test us if you want to. You don't find out who it is.
Hey,
speak
why
your
not
mind.
say it, baby?
Why not say it? Because
why
you
not
got a
say
voice.
it? You have
or
a voice.
Bite your tongue and don't say nothing, and you
Exactly.
won't be heard. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It don't cost
That's
a dime.
right.
We
It
ain't sending
don't.
out. We're not saying call for $1.99 or none. Call if your phone is on. Use it. Why not say it if you got something to say? It seems like everybody have a lot to say, but they don't want to call in and speak their mind. Okay, now we got to call and talk to us, baby. That's what we talking about.
Call from to accept.
Thank you, caller. Call in. What's going on? What's your name?
Yo, what up?
Oh, shout out to you, baby.
Sound like we got Harlem on, you know what I'm saying? The Bronx or something in the building or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Or the north side of St.
First
Louis.
of all, first of all, let me give a shout out to Miss Minnie. You know, I've definitely got to say happy birthday and much love to you. A lot of good.
Yes, it is.
Getting you on this journey this far, you know what I'm saying, the growth. I really appreciate you, and I love you, sis.
I love you too, brother.
Hey, big bro. So y'all go all the way back to the fire pit where y'all had all the ashes all over y'all. You know what I'm saying? In the white suit. Mama had y'all in all white, and y'all go play in a fire pit.
And made their bodies all white, so they both looking like
ghosts.
ghosts.
Y'all had on all white. She had y'all fly as a mug. Y'all go play in the fire pit. Tell me how that happened, man.
Man. Listen, we was young, and we was out into everything, man. You know, we was always searching for something, man. You know, and that was part of our nature, man. That's how that happened.
Was y'all in Colorado then?
Yep, we was in Colorado.
Yeah, we was in Denver where little sis. Little sis Kiki was born at Miss Kiwi. She was born up there.
Shout out to Denver, Colorado, baby, my hometown.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, y'all doing an amazing job, man. Keep up the good work, man. And those that don't know, you better find out. You know what I'm saying? You got the opportunity. Why not say it? You know, so go ahead, you know, get on top of it.
So MPZ, before you go, or I don't know how long you're gonna be on the line, but shout out your books. Come on, tell the people where we can find your books at. Man, he done wrote 2 amazing books.
Yes.
Hey, listen. So you got Lose Your Mind, which was the first, which was the first written, and like I always tell everybody, you know what I'm saying. That was really the purpose of that book was during the time in my life, you know what I'm saying. I really, really, really was doing some soul searching, which I give a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to Rod, Kiwi, and Miss Mink for talking about and touching on the value of loving yourself, and you can't really truly love yourself until you give it away.
Man.
And I know a lot of people will don't understand what that means. To give it away is, but service is the best way to find yourself, to love yourself, and to learn how to be able to spread that love, so give it away. Constantly love on someone, constantly. No matter what. So, but anyway, you got to Lose Your Mind, Find Your Soul. That's therapy. That's therapy for the mind. If you read it, you know what I'm saying, it comes off, like real heavy, and the second one is Finding Your Soul.
Wow.
Finding Your Soul is the second episode of Losing Your Mind, Finding Your Soul. But Finding Your Soul was the book that really kind of opened my eyes up to the value of life. You know what I mean, and the different perspectives, man, that God blessed us with. And the most powerful thing to understand is that God that we made in the image and likeness of is in you, and He ain't gonna change the conditions of a people until we change what's in our heart.
Right.
Yes. So you know what I'm saying. So that should be the life journey. To find God, that God in you. So so most definitely,
Because like it's deep. Because when you say that goes back to like how we want, like if you expect people to forgive. I mean, if you want to forgive people, if you expect people to forgive you, you got to be able to forgive. You know what I'm saying? And like the things we do, God forgive us 1,000 and thousands and thousands of times. You know what I'm saying? So why we couldn't forgive each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. That's the load we put on each other, where we don't realize how we expect our feelings supposed to stick, and we think we right by it. And that reminded me of when you say sometimes you got to give yourself away. That's even your personal feelings, because that could be your setback too. Your personal feelings, because it might not even be exactly how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with forgiving yourself as well. Like even when I was a fool, now that I look back, it was a lesson. That's the only reason why I was a fool, because I had to learn something. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay, because that was when I had to learn. And a lot of times we be thinking we smart, and we really being a fool. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't even open to learn. You know what I mean? And a wise man know he knows nothing, and a fool think he knows it all. And when I say that, I know now because I'm constantly learning. I'm a sponge again. I want to soak it up. And I ain't trying to learn the wrong, because I know enough of the wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn how to put this positive energy in the right place. You know what I mean? And it's people like you, MPC. I appreciate you, bro, because like you don't know how we being watched. Like your journey, you know what I mean? Like our cousin Todd said, he said, man, you the hell and back king. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many people that have been through hell and back and came back because
and came back.
You can't stop until our lives done with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I done seen many moons where it was like those days where it was like it could have been the final call. You know what I mean? Just as far as life, the hand that life was dealing. And it wasn't because he had a plan for us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful because, bro, like, you don't even know how you inspire me. Your bounce back game, because it shows me that until he's done with us, man, we here. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing to have you. You know what I mean? Because, bro, I done seen you endure so much that it showed me that, I don't want to go through that. I watched my brother pain. I take your energy in too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful because you don't know how you have been an example in different ways. You know what I mean? Like Like some people think just the positive examples is the only examples. No, them negative ones play a part too, because them negative ones sometime if you're paying attention, you know you don't want to go through that. You see what I'm saying? And you have been that one, have walked through certain flames that I didn't have to walk through because I paid attention to you. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful. I'm thankful, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm grateful too. Even though I'm your sister.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, even though I'm your sister, I'm grateful too, man.
Glory be to God. You know what I'm saying? All of
you up there? You was the one that. No, don't come and get me. I'm sick of every time somebody do something. Yeah.
No, she was the good girl.
Hey,
she was the good girl. She was so good that she the only one who stole my mama's car. My mama brand new car.
Hold on. I got something to say to that. Let me add something to that. Let me add something about that Miss Meek, right?
Yes, sir.
It's your birthday. We finna roast you for a minute.
Talk to me.
Yeah, listen. Hey, listen. I got to tell this one story, man, and I got to let the world know.
And we got 9 minutes for you to tell it.
Come on, talk to me.
All right, listen, this is real quick. So me and Miss Meek, we close by age as well as, we went to school together, right? So, and I was the trouble one. So I'm in tour with a group of guys from a different neighborhood than where I'm from. And, at this particular day when we go to school, I had friends, but they was either suspended and they didn't come in. So I was in school by myself, and it was about 5 of these guys. So they surrounded me at my locker and went to jump me. And my sister shared a locker next to the locker, and she was there. And so when they went to go jump me, the only person that helped me was her. I'm talking about, and she took the lead. She got to banging with them dudes like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my expression. But, I'll never forget that, man. We standing there banging, and she was fighting with me, so that was amazing, man. So don't sleep on that.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Miss Mink. Hold on. Now, I'm not saying Miss Mink no punk, y'all. Don't get it no twisted. Don't get it no twisted. That Gemini, woo-woo. That is a Gemini.
Didn't play that.
Oh, yeah. We ain't had no choice.
Exactly.
I was not getting ready to take the rap for him. It was one for all. I don't care if it is a dude. You better fight with your brother.
Or you gonna deal with him. You better not come home talking about you was watching or you just the story better be different. Like we all gotta do it, Daddy. Yeah.
Man, my daddy didn't play that.
He gonna take you in that basement. You think you felt the head of God, boy, when he put his hands on you.
I'd rather go on and whoop butt, ask questions later, because I was not getting ready to get my butt whooped from no.
Hey, I remember me and TT, we used to fight every day with my homeboy and his sister every day off the bus. And they made a man out of us. That's my dude to this day, man. Shout out to my dude, Yo Nasty, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, baby, that's my dude. We fought every day off the bus to the point his old dude used to be like, man, yo, last boy, you better get him. You know what I mean? And we'll get the scrap. And his daddy used to let us go. And it was like guaranteed off the bus. We got off at the same bus stop a couple houses down. You know what I mean? And men, that's what made us men, though. You know what I mean? And I highly appreciate that. But him and his sister, him and sis, boy, that taught us how to appreciate each other, though.
Hey, like they say, everybody that's your enemy, everybody that you think your enemy could be your best friend, and everybody you think that's your friend could be your worst enemy.
Man, you better know. You better say it. You better say it. You better say it.
Talk to me, Bobby. Yes, sir.
Hey, one more thing, and then I'm gonna get out the way because I know y'all coming to an end. I want to inject this. Hey, listen, love and kindness. You know what I'm saying? Love on yourself, man. Yes. Stop going so hard and stop looking at yourself. You're looking at everybody around you as a failure, or looking down on and saying they ain't about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that very one, you know what I'm saying, in the moment that you down or you think this way, could be that one that uplift you. Yeah. And the most powerful thing and the for sure thing that you can count on is the love that you have for yourself and within yourself. Peace. Smile.
Shout out to M. Peasy. Go get them books on Amazon. Why not say it? Definitely in the building. Shout out MP real quick where they can get them from. Is that right? Amazon?
They can go to Amazon.com and get them, or you could go on the order and hit why not say it up, and they can set it up for you to make that order and get some. They'll have some on the table soon, so you can call up there and get it.
Yes.
So shout out to MP. Thank you, baby. Keep up the good work.
All right, love you, man. Happy
Thank you
birthday,
again.
sis. Y'all enjoy yourself.
All right now.
And I want to take this opportunity to shout out Exotic Nature and Panther Soul Creations, because as we've been speaking about our family, you know, they made it happen this year with our t-shirts, and our t-shirts turned out to be the bomb.com. So shout out to them.
Most appreciated. And then I'm going to piggyback off on that. I appreciate each and every one of the committee meetings one more time. They did their thing, and they came from all over the world. Appreciate you, Mama Rosie, looking down on us, and she is proud. Ain't Liz, ain't Mabel, Uncle Lester, Uncle Bubby, ain't Roro, ain't Dorotha, and everybody that in between. Shout out to you. Rest easy, baby. Love y'all. It was all about family. All about family. The ones that have left on and the ones that are still here, we got to keep pushing. Every year or every other year. Why Not Say It is in the building. Till next Friday. We love you. Any last remarks?
Hey, thank you for all the birthday shout-outs.
Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday to Miss Meek. We
building,
love
y'all.
you, baby.
We'll
be there shortly.
Yeah, unconditional love. That's real family love.
And to our listeners and tune in, thank you. Yes. Oh, Lord. Look at Why Not Saying My City, My Music. Justin. Keep it moving. And now we're going to do a little moment with Fast Lane 747 to ride us out. Till next Friday. Stay tuned. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Why Not Say It back in the building.